I am going to try to figure this out here where I can put my phone on backwards. And then hopefully it'll track me. And we'll start unpacking this stuff, guys, that I won at the nickel sale last night. If you guys were with me or not, I'm not sure. We'll find out if you were there following me or not. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it on face tracking. Let's break something here. All right, let's see if it'll face track. All right, there we go. Hey guys, the camera is reversed right now so I can have the better look for you guys. We got the little controller here for us. Hopefully you can see me okay. Anyways, let me just make sure that's all right. Should be. All right, let me stop it for a little bit. All right, let's go back. All right, here we go. That should work. All right, guys, so I'm going to be going over the stuff that I got for from the nickel sale. The idea was you get an envelope of 50 numbers. Mine was D, what was it? It's right here. I got an envelope of 50 little taggies, this big, that I could put in one of those solo red cups that were in front of a lot of, say, like this box full. Most of these didn't have stuff in a box, but like a pile of something, and maybe you want it, maybe you don't. And so multiple of this stuff was like that. There's a box full of something. If you wanted it, you put inside the little solo cup a little taggy. I had 50 of them for $2.50, and you could put 3 in there, 5 in there, 2 in there, 1, whatever you wanted to. Go throughout the room and get stuff. And then they also had a silent auction. I didn't put any for that. They also had more of like the red little tickets that have your numbers. You could get 6 tickets for $5. I stuck in for a bag that had some headlamps in it, some little snacks and stuff like that I thought would be good for like my cave exploring. I stuck in for some other stuff, and I stuck in for a laptop. Well, we did get the laptop, so this cost me $5. Yes, sir, $5. Somewhere in one of these things is the charger for it. Anyways, if you're watching us, appreciate it. I can't see the comments, so if you're in here, I appreciate you all that are in here. Comments are on the other side of the screen. Anyways, so I did get 2 boxes that were a goof up that were not what I actually even put my number in for. It was interesting. Some of it was because the guy messed up on purpose. But one of them was, I did not put in for these set of bowls. They look cool. They look really neat. I do like them, but I didn't put my number in for that. Kind of interesting. We got 5 bowls and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plates. They're pretty nice, I think. Anyways, and that was one right there. Along with, that was not in this box that we're looking at right here. In that box as well, that was off by itself. That one actually was not in the box. But this box here had, let's see, an HDMI printer cord of some sort, a mouse, some speakers, this pretty much brand new monitor. It looks kind of neat. It's got lights on the back. It's got a protective thing on it. So I thought maybe it got scratched in bringing it over, but it actually has a protective film on it. I also got in that box, it actually was out of here. I should roll back here. This actually was out of this box. It's like a gaming box. So we got this whole box, 5 cents. The monitor, these little pads to rest your hands on when you're typing. I don't even know what's in here, guys. I have not dug through this. Smart Series power supply. It's 700 watts. Probably for building a computer. I don't know, something like that. A camera with a power brick plug-in. Another camera with probably another power brick. Yep. We got a speaker here. What brand are these? They feel pretty cheap. They're light, but it looks like they're made to plug into a subwoofer. So without the subwoofer for this, who knows? Here's the other speaker. Oh, the Logitech. There's the other speaker. So it would have came with a subwoofer, but no subwoofer, so don't know how much that stuff is worth. This was like a gaming thingy. Here's some gaming headphones I came with. They're just really cheap, super light. Game headset. Like you're gonna forget what they are, right? Just, you know, got the mic on it. Check, check. Rider. You know, stuff like that. They're super light, like ounces. They're like not even a pound. They are USB, and it's got the 2/8 inch, I guess, for left and right. I don't know. Unique. A gaming mouse that's super cheap, super light, same brand as those cheap headphones. Another mouse that has a pipe cleaner on it. This is the same brand as that mouse, Nickle. And you got a keyboard. What's the brand of the keyboard here, folks? Looks half decent. USB powered. Probably from Amazon, maybe. What brand is this thing? HP. Can't beat it. HP. There you go. And a whole bag of cords for who knows what. Like a 2-gallon bag in here. We got some power supply units. Some other cords with that 3-head power plug-in. There's another one that's identical and shorter. This is the plug-in. This is the power box for that monitor. It's the same brand. So that one monitor. This, I don't know what it's for. Who knows? Lighton is the brand. We've got some more power cords. This one is for... don't know. Maybe it was a laptop originally. Did that brand on it? Dell. This was for a Dell laptop. Here's an HDMI cord right there. That should work for that monitor. I'm not sure what brand it is. Maybe a Belkin? I don't think it is. Let's see, we got another plug-in for a laptop. This is a Toshiba. So that was what was in that box. This thing's probably worth some money. The Thermatake power supply unit, a brand new keyboard. These things are pretty much brand new, even though they're cheap. Might be able to sell them for a couple bucks. I don't know. These, if we had the subwoofer for it, would be better, but no subwoofer, so you won't be able to power them up, so you won't really get anything off of those. Same with these two mouses. They're junk. They're cheap as dirt. Like I said, these are those little hand rests, I think, where you put your hand on and tight, but yet you can store stuff. I don't quite get that. Kind of weird. And then, yeah, this is a really nice monitor, guys. Probably worth $100. It's got a protective film on it, so should be pretty good. It's got the power cord for it. That whole box with these cameras, 5 cents. 5 cents. All right, let me see if anybody's showing up on the. I'll look at you guys, see if you got questions real quick. Hey, what's up, AT? Eastern. Good chili bowls. Hey, Mason. Let's see here. I started pressing on it, so it dropped it. It put weight on it, so it made it so it didn't work. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Now he has chili bowls. That would work for chili bowls. Thanks for that. We will pin that one. Like and subscribe, boys and girls. What's up, Papa Pew Pews? Appreciate you. How you doing? Thank you. Let's see here. I did win a typewriter, but the lady who really wanted it, there was a lady who really wanted it. She put in about 100 of her little tagging numbers into the cup in front of that because she really wanted that typewriter. I stuck 1 or 2 in it, and I won it. And she was like 2 people away from me, and I said, just take it. I don't need it. You can have it. And then we got these speakers here, some Logistics, I think they are. No, these are Dell. A left and a right. Cheap. A little timer. Another mouse, and that's that plug-in I already looked at. That, I don't remember what all was in that box, because I rearranged some stuff. This thing I thought was nice. This is, I put, because since I do handyman work, I thought this would be good for like when customers want something, I can have it in stock. We got a nice towel ring. That's like a high-end Glacier Bay Norfolk. And then a Greenwich toilet paper holder that's pretty nice looking, and some really nice Baldwin, real heavy premium robe hook. You gotta have a nice premium robe hook for your premium robe. We got 2 of them, brand new. And then this thing right here is a Delta. Originally it was $40, and then it was $100 before that at Home Depot. It's pretty stout. Like, these are heavy duty. It's a shower handle setup. Got heavy duty brass for it. You know, so they do handyman work. You know, these parts would be nice. 5 cents for that box. Can't beat that, right? Let's see here. Put that to the side. So this is one that was like another one of those things that I wasn't supposed to get. So I got this box, this basket, with a goblet, a full wine. This thing, it was a brass candlestick that a lady wanted later, so she bought it for $5 for me. A tumbler in it. Here's an empty wine. It had a full one in it too. I wasn't supposed to get it, but somehow I got it. Some little strap thing that's leather. A little skull head. A little candle pot. Terracotta looking. A bigger skull head for Southwestern design. And this little corkscrew, probably because there was that full wine in it. And the vase. The vase, as they say. The good old vase. That I was not supposed to get. Somehow it ended up in my name and it wasn't supposed to be. Let's see here. The wine I ended up giving to a friend. I didn't need it. I also wanted some pots and pans that I didn't look at them very well. Some of them aren't good shape. It's kind of worn inside. Same with the pan. This one's not too bad. But there were some nice dog bowls in here. Or even mixing bowls. It looks like people use these for mixing bowls a lot. Some nice stainless, made in Korea. At least this one is. That one says nothing. This one says made in Korea. This pot's pretty nice. It is a stainless induction compatible, made in China. 18/8 stainless, not too bad. And then we got this one right here that a friend just gave me. He's like, I don't need it. It's a mirror. So you're probably like, why'd you get houseware stuff? Remember, I'm a bachelor, so I cook. I do cook. All right, and this one I got because I wanted the pressure cooker. You might be like, why'd you want a pressure cooker? Again, I'm a bachelor. So we actually won it. And it had a variety of stuff in it that we didn't need, but here's the pressure cooker. It does have the pressure cooker little head. It's got the seal for it and a liner inside to space it up. It looks pretty new inside, nice and shiny. Pressure cookers aren't cheap. I'm not sure what brand this is. Most of the time they're Mirror or Presto. This is a mirror. Read instructions before use. Nah. You know how us guys are. We never do that. What do you need that for? Anyways. And then what else we got in this box? Some weird little stand for who knows what. Target practice? Put something on it, target practice? What should we put on this for target practice? It's like a little umbrella with hooks. What should we put on it for target practice? Tannerite? Okay, sounds good. Let's see, it had a remote in it. This magnet, I think, came with these weird bowls. And then it had the shower head in it that's like brand new. So I thought, oh, I need one for my bathroom. Brand new. Why not? And then this little skillet, which is pretty cool. Taste of Home. It's got the little glass thing for it. Ta-da! Little skillet. Lift lever to attach or remove handle. Okay. It looks pretty much brand new, even though it's old. If that makes sense. A couple little scoopers. One for noodles, one for this. You'd have to use that on something that you didn't want to scrape up, so maybe a grill. Extremely cheap looking pizza cutter. Although it says Jim on it. Jim Tagala Pizza Blue SSCA. Don't ask me what that means, because guess what? I have no clue. Salt and pepper shakers. It's okay, I guess. They're kind of old looking. This is the charger for the laptop. We'll set that over here. I'll show you that later. And a egg poacher, it looks like. Looks actually pretty good shape. I think it's missing one of these inserts, unless it's inside here. Nah, it's missing that. It looks brand new. It's a chef made in China cookware. It's missing one of them. I have not had a poached egg in forever. Put in the comments if you like poached eggs. I think they're, okay. All right, done with that box. So again, guys, these are my winnings from the Nickle sale. And each of these were, this whole box was 5 cents. These things were in there too, if I remember. These ice, which I needed them, ice things. They were in that box or another one, I can't remember, but I think it was that one. And then this one over here, remember I told you, whoops. Remember I told you I got some wine with this set right here? Well, I traded it for one of my buddies for this this whole set thing here that I stepped on at the beginning of the video. The only thing I wanted in here really was the glass bowl. This nice glass bowl. It's a Fire King, which I have some other stuff. Maybe the tablecloth, but I did want this too for like baked oatmeal and casseroles and lasagna, stuff like that. So I traded the wine for this whole tray. You're probably like, bad trade, like in Lone Ranger. Probably, but I don't drink. It was from California. The wine was a red wine from Paso Robles. All right, guys, let's see. And then in amongst this cowboy hat, which is a small cowboy hat, it doesn't even fit my head, and I'm a 7 or 6 3/4. That came in with the wine too, and that Western stuff with the little skulls, and some other stuff came in this. I think it was these speakers came in there. But there was one other box that had a variety of stuff, and all I wanted was this. I think it was with those speakers. This is like a barometer, and I wanted to put it in my bathroom because I have nautical, what do you call it? Nordic? When you got like ships and lighthouses. Put in the comments, what is it? Nautical, right? I got lighthouses in there and stuff like that, and I figured this would like, a barometer would be pretty good, I think. You could adjust some of it with your fingers here, but right now it says it's either stormy, rain, change, fair, or very dry. Right now it's on change 6, whatever that means. I thought it looked cool. Made in Germany, I just noticed that. It's got to be some good stuff. You know why? Because I'm made in Germany too. I got a lot of German in me. And guys, I saved the best for last. So we won this laptop made in 2014. It's really good shape. We won this for $5. The charging cord's right here. And on the little tag it says it's a Acer Windows 8. It's made in 2024, so it's a little older. Lots of apps. We have passwords. So I'm like, okay, where's the password? So you open it up, and we've got the password. And the screen looks like brand new. The keys don't look worn. We have a little wear on the tablet right in the center. It's an in-core, inside core 5, i5. So I thought, hey, why not? It's got a 1 gigabyte hard drive, so that would be, or a 1,000 gigabyte hard drive. So that would be 1 terabyte. Yeah, it's got HD graphics. It's got a decent memory card in it for a personal computer. It's got the DVD player on the side here, which a lot of them don't have this anymore, and it's a recorder. And it's got 6 gigabytes of memory, which is pretty slow. Most people want a 12, but hey, that depends if you want gaming or not. It still has all these little plugins that a lot of them don't have anymore. Anyways, y'all, I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, Windows 8, manufactured in May 3rd, 2024. So it's about 11, 12 years old, almost 12. But it's in really good shape. Figured I'd make something off of that. And then somebody gave me this little soft squeeze-it football. But yeah, that is what I got. So we got all that for $2.50 technically, because I bought $2.50 worth of stuff. of stickers. All right, what we got going? What's up, Mohammed? Nautical, there we go. St. Phineas, been forever. What's up, Zookeeper? Felt like my pressure cooker was made in the 1890s by a boiling company. Let's go, this is OJ MacNut. How's it going? Nice haul. Thank you, Minty. Appreciate you. How you doing? I just commented on your what do you call it? Your pyrite rock you found. I love the little thing the little saying you sit in it. Let's see, Zookeeper, what's up? Mohammed, how's it going? Yeah, laptop. Yep, bro, I missed my Windows 97. I remember 98. We had 98 for quite a while. We had 95 before that, Windows 95. Pressure cookers have been around since 1679 by Dennis Papin. Cool. Sorry, I put too much pressure on it and it tipped it. It'll do that. If you put too much pressure, it'll tip it on its own. What's up, Russell? Free Tina Peeners now, Mr. President. Ain't no president, sorry. That's a weird question. That's not what I meant to push. Sorry. How you doing, William Monzi? How do you pronounce it? Yeah, for some reason, I thought pressure cookers were created in the 50s. No, that's just when they were used a lot. 50s and 40s. I think they were used a decent amount during the Great Depression as well, like during World War One, World War Two-ish, like in between, you know. No plants, don't have feelings. That was an accident. I meant to change the question and it automatically said it. Yeah. So I also got a ammo haul. I just did a short of it. Here, let me turn the lights on in the kitchen here. I just did because they had a gun auction before that, guys. An old gentleman had some medical issues that owns a medical bills, and he owns a what do you call it? A gun store in Pierce Sunsites, and so he was selling a lot of his personal collection and some ammo and some dies. So I bought this stuff. I just did a short about it. I bought some 32 Smith & Wesson long. I have a police positive that shoots those. I got 250 rounds for 50 cheeseburgers. And then we got some 30-30 Hollow Point Super X for 45. They're really neat looking. I've never seen Hollow Point 30-30s. We got this for 45, 20 of them. $30 for this, which is 44 Magnum. Right there. They're called TCSP. I don't know what that stands for. Hey, JP, did you see my short? Is that why you're saying that? Then this 500 Magnum die set was $20. So I thought, oh, that's a good deal. Well, then they put on this taggy $10. And I'm like, well, it just told me it was, 40. So I'm like, okay. Or not 40, 20. So that's cool. I got it even cheaper. Stop tracking thing. I shut you off. It was tracking when I shut it off. Come on. No, shut off. It's wanting to track, even though I keep shutting it off. Stop tracking. We didn't turn you on. You just wanted to see my ugly mug. Oh, come on. Sorry, guys. This gimbal has been acting up for the last couple days. All right, I saw that. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Pressure cookers were modernized in 1910. There you go. Movie games and Seal 6 MP5. Yep. I was lurking in the darkness, so hopefully not. Did that thing turn on again? It acted like it was tracking again. All right. I need to flip the little camera sensor. See, here's the little camera, and you could put it so it faces frontward or backwards. I had it frontwards while I was looking at the stuff I got. All right, let's tilt that up. Whoops, down. Whoa, what in the world is it doing now? It's having a mind of its own. Something's wrong with my controller, brothers and sisters. All right, let's hop in the room. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my short or not, but I just put a short out of the MP5. If you guys want to check it out, it'd be great. Yeah, I just was doing a short of it, so that's why it's chilling on the bench there. And we didn't do setup for doing anything, loading or anything. So could we do any more right now? I don't know. Other than 9, we got lots of stuff for 9. But YouTube, see that sign? Look at that. Nothing's for sale, so don't accuse us. Okay? Ever. Never, never, ever. I try to dance with you. Dance with me. Yeah, it all of a sudden had a mind of its own, took off to the side. I don't know why. But yeah, I'd say the biggest wins for me was that typewriter. The typewriter that I got after only putting in one ticket, I got that typewriter. And then I just gave it to the lady because I was like, hey, you can just have it. I don't care. Because she put in like 2 envelope fulls, which would be 100 little taggies. And I got it. How did I get it when I only put 1 or 2 taggies in? And then the laptop, that was a shock. That was cool. I got that for $5. I could probably sell it for $200, $150, something like that. And the monitor, that thing looks nice. I could probably sell it for $50 on Marketplace. It's got the power cords and everything. It looks like it was pretty high end. Some type of gaming like laptop. I mean, not laptop. Monitor. Somewhat. Not quite. Anyways. YouTube, just like that sign says, again, nothing's for sale. Okay? Nothing here for sale. Not at all, ever. All right, let's move to the side a little bit here. That way they can actually see that sign. But yeah, guys, how was your weekend? Hopefully you had a blessed weekend. How was your day today? How many of y'all went to church? I put that as a questionnaire, but unfortunately, I do not know how to do polls or questionnaires anymore. They took it away on mine and some other people's. Vontae's that took it off, but he figured out where it was, and I can't find it anywhere. It's somewhere in those same buttons, but I can't find it anywhere. All right, let's move this a little closer. I know Minty went on a walk either today or yesterday because she posted some shorts about some stuff. That pyrite rock, that was cool. I really like that. Anyways, let's put that controller back on the charger that I gotta get. But yeah, let's see. There's got to be a way I can post. Whoops, I forgot to put it on all comments. Oh, there's a way you can fix that so it's permanently. Someone was talking about it, and I keep forgetting to do it every time. Let's see here if anybody mentioned anything before. I'm not a bachelor, but I love my pressure cookers. Oh, there's a questionnaire. There we go. Let me, here we go. A questionnaire popped up on its own. There we go. All right. And I just changed the question. That way I can put whatever I want. Oh, I hear Canella. She's probably going to scrape on the door. Yup. Canella, what do you want? What's up, Eastern? Minty Cactus, howdy. I think Canella wants to come in. Canella, I don't have your cushion in here, though, girl. What's up, girl? Canella, I don't have your cushion in here. She just wants to say hi, maybe. Leave that alone, Canella. Don't put your nose in it. Where's the cover for that so you don't knock it over? Oh, Papa Peep says, I spent today, my 51st birthday, digging up what I thought was frozen pipes that were not frozen. Breaker and flipped. So after freezing over 5 hours, I had water again. The breaker flipped. Okay. Breaker flipped. And happy birthday. Today's your birthday, huh? 51st. Wow. So you are 10 years older than my brother-in-law and 12 or 13 years younger than my dad. 12 years younger than my dad. You will be. I think right now you're 11 years. He was born in 53. My dad was born in 54. I'm fixing dinner, roasted veggies, and chicken burritos. Chicken burritos. That sounds pretty good. Roasted veggies. Roasted. Like on the a grill? That type of roasted? Probably, right? Because obviously they make roasted as in a roaster. But usually you wouldn't have that with chicken burritos. That'd be roasted as in like on a grill. That type of roasted. Happy birthday, Papa Pew Pews. Yes, sir. 51. Wow. Haven't been to church in forever. I was raised Catholic, though. Thanks for asking them. What about you? I did. I attend a home church, and some of my friends were visiting today. And yeah, it was at my parents' place this week. Last weekend was at my friend's place, an ex-Amish family. And it actually was my turn to preach last Sunday. Us brothers take turns preaching. So last week, I don't know if you guys remember me studying last Saturday or not. What's up, Gatorade? What do you think about the RXM? I really like it. They have created, I believe, what is it? It's a Magpul chassis, I guess you'd call it, that it's in. But they also make one that's a little bit different model of the Magpul, not Magpul, the RXM. That's not a Magpul. I forget when they came out with that one. Canelo, what do you smell? But anyways, I think they're cool. Would I ever get one? Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Canela, stop goofing off. Canela, you're going to knock down the stand here. What's got you all turned in a tussle? What's got you all in a tussle? Let's see. Wife told me to pick anything I want for dinner. LOL. I sent her to the dollar store for bread for grilled cheese. LOL. Didn't really feel like going out for dinner. Next time, huh? You're like, I'll take a rain check for like 3 days from now or something. I'm just don't want it today. Is that what you told her? That's cool. I'm still trying to figure out which church I should do, but I did start reading the Bible more a year or two ago. Awesome, Saint. That's a start. That's a start, my friend. Hey, what's up, Mr. Red Federal Casemaker Spy? Could you make your name a little longer? You could call it MRFCMS, and they'd be like, what does that stand for? Mr. Red Federal Casemaker Spy. Yeah. Yep. Oh, now she wants to go outside. Thing is my donkeys are out running around. Saint, hard to find a church that follows the doctrines. Yeah, Russell and I, you and I were talking this afternoon about that. Yeah. It is. You're so right. Definitely. Let's see. Howdy, Mr. Red. Howdy, Eastern. Yeah, it is hard. I have the urge to join the military time to time. Hey, what's up, waiters? And what are we waiting for, waiters? Waiters, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Yep. Let's see. I'm trying to think. The only thing I think I can reload right now that I have projectiles for is 9 mil, and if I could find my 10 mil cases, I could too. But those I think are in storage. All right, gentlemen, I'm headed to the nap time. 3 a.m. comes early. LOL. See you, Papa Pew Pews. Appreciate you, man. I don't know if I believe in the mission. Oh, that part. Where says I don't want to lose my life or limbs so some political can buy another vacation home. That's true. Costa says, good night, Papa. Yep. Who's squeaking now? Is that Skittles? I almost thought I heard Skittles crying. Let me see. I don't think he's out, though. He is out. Skittles. Do we have to pin it? All right, you might have saw Canella there. It looks like I need to pin up the donkeys real quick, guys, because it looks like the doggies need to go potty, because even Skittles is crying. Jerome, before I ask you this, just know I know what the Holy Trinity is. Could you please say what the Trinity is for those in the chat who aren't following Christ? Okay, so you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And you got God the Father, which is in heaven, and you have God the Son, which is Jesus Christ, and God the Holy Spirit. And yeah, they are 3 in 1. It might sound confusing just because how can 3 things or 3 people be in one? Well, guess what? It's a miracle. It's because it's God. That's why. God the Son is God in flesh, came down to earth as a babe to die on the cross for our sins because we messed up in the garden. We fell. Sin came to the world. And yeah, we messed up. And Christ came to make a better way. He even talked about that in Genesis, that the serpent would come when he was talking to the serpent and to Eve and Adam. What would happen? Way back, it talked about how the serpent's head would be bruised. Well, that was prophesying Christ stomping on Satan's head when he had victory over death, when he arose again 3 days after his death. See you, Eastern. Appreciate you coming by. And then the Holy Spirit, that came the day of Pentecost, when God said, I will send you another comforter. Right before he went to heaven, he talked about how he's going to send another comforter, and I'll send my Holy Spirit. And the day of Pentecost came, and the Holy Spirit started indwelling in people to guide and direct them in life. And he still does that today, too. But anyways, I think I got to put the dogs out, guys. Good night, Easter Washington. Have a good night. All right, I'll be right back. You guys can chat among yourself. And hey, I don't know everything. I'm just kind of explaining it the way I'm used to. What's up, your boys? I'll be right back. Need to pen up the donkeys and let the doggies out. Be right back. Hopefully a couple minutes. No. Stop it. You drag the trash out of the trash can. All right, you two doggies. Get him. The siren that went by. Just not sure what that was all about. Anyways, let's turn our light on in here. I don't know what battery juice we got here. Oh, we're good. That'll help a little bit. All right, what do we got? Let's see here. Let's see, I have to go. Have a good night. God bless. Okay, Eastern, see ya. Good night, Eastern Washington. Have a good sleep. Okay, that one I read. Your boy rides bikes. What's going on? You put them. What do you mean by them? Mr. Red says, yes, I do. What do you do? About going to church today? You're answering that question, maybe? Okay, I think there's not really any more conversation since then. Thanks for waiting, guys. Anyways, yeah, we're about the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost. Same thing. Let's see what else. I don't know if I explained it okay or not. Hopefully that made sense. Again, I'm not a know-it-all. Sir, you started whistling when I did. When you did what? Like and subscribe. Please give the screen a tap. Give Jerome a thumbs up. Thank you, Eastern. Appreciate it. I got my underside of my leg's itching for some reason. I don't know if something bit me or what's happening. Something done bit my leg. All right, let's go the other way. There we go. Let's trim this way a little bit. Not too much. There we go. Try to get some of the pew-pews out of the way just in case. 6 in the chat. Meanwhile, 16 likes. And mine says 15. What's weird is when you close the live out, what mine says is actually what it ends up being, even though your side says 1 more all the time. Got to take a shower. Okay, see you, Mr. Red. Appreciate you coming by. Yeah, the underside of my leg is itching. I don't know if something bit me or what. But so yeah, now guys, I need to get 500 caliber projectiles. I need to get some 460s and the dies for that too. What else? Oh, 5.7. I need to get some of that because I'll be using that more often. I need the dies and the projectiles for that. What else? Got to find my 10 millimeter cases. I think they're in storage, as they say them. Yep. I need to work a little bit on this double barrel shotgun that I'm rebuilding. See if I can get the parts I found to fit. I'm missing one spring, and then I'm missing the rabbit ears for the hammer locks. But I have a bag and box up here full of a whole bunch of them. So we should be able to get something that'll function for. If not, we'll make it work. Done that before. Make them work. Mike and Mike. So that's the gun project we're probably going to continue working on next. Hopefully we'll have a video for you on that one. We'll do like a long format on the bench of us working probably. I need to heat up those rabbit ears on that one, bend them back. Then it should be pretty good, that one. Then we'll do a test firing of it. We'll probably we might strap it down on something and then fire it with these. I got those brass shells that I loaded myself. Find my lightest one to fire that one. That's the one Papa Pew Pew said I was holding for him. Actually, he said all of them were, but Mr. Red, YouTube sucks. It sure does. It sure does. And yeah, if I didn't go to the gun auction today or yesterday, I probably would have did shooting content for you. But instead, I did a little bit of content for you at the auction. I can't do a lot, obviously, because the way YouTube is, so I couldn't do a live during the auction. Otherwise, I would have, but it was pew pews. Some of them weren't firearms because there was an airsoft 50 BMG and then there was a lot of black powder. But they don't know the difference because those aren't firearms. They don't know the difference. But then, yeah, there was a lot of real ones too. But that would be a person handling on live, so that won't work. But I did the live at the Nickle sale, and then I do have some videos and pictures, I think, of the auction. So sometime I'll post that, hopefully. Do me a favor, please put a 1 in the chat for a body count. Oh, yeah. There you go. This is only showing 4 right now. We did get up to, one time, the highest we got was like 20, 21. And Canelo wants in already. They want in already? All right, let me bring them back in. I'll be right back. We're back. We back. Ready to be paid. No goofing off. Alright, sorry about that. Brought the dogs in and let the donkeys back out. So, let's see here. Los Tacos. Russell, what do you mean? You just sent me a message that says Los Tacos. Let's see, Russell, is it just us? It shows 6, though. That's weird. What was that about, Russell? Oh, you sent me a picture or something. I can't really see it, I don't think. No, I can't. Let's see. I got another notification. Oh, Vontae went live. Vontae's Guns. He went live. Sweet. I guess AT, LOL. I know, right? Hey, Canella, what you want now? Look who just showed up. The doggy Canella. The big old doggy Canella. She's doing pretty good. She's walking around with a very light limp, but she's getting around okay. Every once in a while, she'll have a limp more than not. She's the one who fell off the bed, and the bed's like pretty high off the ground. She usually doesn't get up there herself. I end up putting her up there myself. But she can get down, no problem. Well, she wiped out on her doggy bed and pulled her shoulder, this one, on her side. Canela, you all good? Mm-hmm. Your rump rubbed. You got a rump roast? Rump roast. A rump doggy roast. Ooh. Canela. Good news. Yes, it is, Minty. Yeah, I'm glad she's doing better. Let's see here. Canela, you going to say hi? There you are. She thought I had something in my hand. There you are. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. It was this shoulder right here on her left, her right. It'd be her right. Yes, she's getting around pretty good. Very light limp. When I came home from church, she had a little limp. But then last night she wasn't until I let her out and she came back in. She's limping again, licking her foot, and here she had a goat head in it. If you guys know what a goat head is, you know what that is. Yep. Hi, Canela. Good girl. Good Canela. She's got that cinnamon red color, so that's why I call her Canela. Huh. Of course, Skittles is pretty much the same color, but he's got like a strip down his back right here that's different direction of fur. From here, it's like straight back, and then it comes down the sides from there. It's kind of unique. It's like a stiffer fur on top this strip down his back. Skittles, where you at? You up here? Skittles? They're everywhere in here. Yep. Almost worse than a Lego. Oh, I know. I would say they're just as bad, maybe can be worse. You're right, because they get that itchy hurt, which actually stepping on Lego does too, that itchy hurt. How's it going, Sis Brookside? It's doing pretty good. Canela, are you trying to get out again? I literally just brought you in. Yeah, I think she was doing something else. You better not be digging through the trash again. Nella, you digging through the trash again? Yeah, the trash. Come on, Skittles. Come here, buddy. Skittles, come on. Let's see if I can get Skittles in here. Skittles! Canela, move right away. Brookside, howdy. Sup, Russell? Skittles, come here, buddy. Say hi to everybody. Skittles, come on. Skittles. Come on, buddy. Come on, Skittles. Come on. All right, here's Skittles. Here's Skittles. There he is. There he is. Da, 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 da. Skittles, say hi. Say hi to the camera, buddy. Huh? Come on. Oh, Skittles. Skittles. How come you all smell a little bit like a skunk? What'd you get into? Good boy. Brookside says, hi, Skittles. Oh, no raking my face with your patties. That hurts. He'll get excited and, like, put his pad on my face and his little, what do you call those thingies? Nails. There we go. Gets in your face and it doesn't feel very good. He wraps, like right here or here with little patty whackers, as I call them. Good Skittles. Good boy. You ready to go on a hike, huh? Yeah, we need to go on another hike, huh? Some more caving, huh? We need to post the cave video. Finish it off. Oh, yes. Good Skittles. Oh. No, Skittles, we don't need kisses. No, we don't need kisses. All right. All right, Skittles. Get down, okay? Boy, you are getting me all hairy. That's because he's shedding a little bit right now. Canela's not, but Skittles is. Yep. Skittles is a red heeler, a Queensland red heeler. And I got fur on me. Queensland red heeler. He's about 5, I'd say. Who knows? What did you do today, Minty? I think she went on a walk, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she did that walk yesterday. She found a rock about that big that's pyrite. I love the little saying she said about it. Hey, Dusty, what's up? Dusty, how's it going? Hope you had a blessed Lord's Day today, Sunday. I wish I could clean guns on a live. It would be so relaxing and it'd be like nice to do, to clean a gun while you're on lives, but you can't. The saddle needs cleaned. It does. That saddle actually was not supposed to be mine. That was a great irritation. So I bought a saddle on eBay that was twice as good looking as that one. It had the paisley print on the saddle, like pretty high end looking. That one arrives. And it's not the one I ordered. And he had two saddles for sale. So I thought, well, maybe this is that second saddle that's supposed to go to the other guy. This is not even that one. This is a third saddle. So I kept telling him, you sent me the wrong saddle. Well, it was the post office's mix up. And then he mentioned how he didn't have a vehicle and he had to like tote the saddles on his bicycle to the post office to ship them. And the post office is the one who switched the taggies. And I was like, who knows? And I said, I paid for a saddle that was a high-end one that was, lightly used. This ain't worth what I paid for it. Please give me reimbursement. Oh, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Never saw a dime. I reported him. I gave him a negative review. I tried getting a reimbursement using eBay, and they said, well, you can ask for a request from the guy. And I said, well, I did that, but he rejected it. And then eBay was silent. I told them over and over, they sent me the wrong thing. And they didn't go on my side or his side. They just were silent. Love the smell of gun oil in the evening when I'm cleaning my guns. There you go. Russell says, hey, Canella, never buy a saddle online. Yeah, that's what I've noticed now, right? No, later on, I found a used one locally that I should have got instead, but you never know, I always buy stuff like a saddle in person. Yeah. No, I know. It's a decent saddle. Like, I don't know if it's worth as much as I paid for it. I paid, I think, $200 for it. But he never reimbursed me anything because, like, what I bought was worth more than $200. This one maybe is. I looked it up on like Marketplace and stuff, and it's probably worth about $200. A.T. Smith, not a good idea. I bought all my saddles locally. They were roping saddles. This one is a roping rider, if I recall. Who knows? But it's definitely like the one I was looking at was way nicer than this. That's a cheap saddle. It's in good, like it's good leather though. Like it is good leather. It's a little stiff. It's a little discolored because it's been used, but some of that discolored might have been this. They might have painted it, stained it that reddish color already. So even this one at $200 isn't bad, but I was expecting to pay $200 for the one I bought, saddle wise, which was a steal, and I think he knew that, and I think he's the one who did the goof up on purpose. I think my saddle, he says, got sent to the other guy. That fella gave him a positive review and didn't mention anything about it being the wrong saddle. Well, he got such a good saddle. That's why. That was supposed to be my saddle. The third saddle, which is another one, would be this one here. Because this one wasn't even listed. And the listing the other guy bought wasn't even this saddle that I got. So there was a third saddle somewhere that I got. Who knows what. Do you have it where you can show it? I grew up on a ranch. I might know, tell you if it's worth what you paid. It's beside me here. It's got my merge hats and a merge t-shirt on it. Like it's a nice saddle that if it got a little messed up, you wouldn't really worry about it. It's nice enough for that, but like not too bad. Like the seat where you sit's pretty good. What's up, Lisa? Sorry I haven't responded back to you. I don't really know their address. Mine was over 700. This was used, obviously. There's one gouge next to the horn. That I saw right away, too, and I was like, what? Let me see here. Oh. All right, I'll flip the camera for you. Yeah, Lisa's an old-time friend here from Arizona. They're actually the ones visiting our church today. They wanted to know the address for when we're going to visit another area. It's right here. It's got decent stitching on the seat, but this was supposed to be all paisley print and down these too. This is the only boo-boo it really has right there. The rest is just aged and old. A little bit of rust here, but that is not supposed to be what I got. What I got had paisley on here, paisley on these straps. It's got the strap for, coming down the belly. Good old belly. Here's the connection side here, the cinch. Yep, it's definitely not what it was supposed to be. And you're probably like, why do you have it sitting flat? I want it flat for a reason. Because that saddle is for donkeys, and they have a flatter back than a horse. A horse is more like this. A donkey's more like this. So I put it flat on purpose so it'll fit, so it'll sit flatter on the back of the donkey. What's up? I guess I missed the show until you did. Had to drive my dad around. He can't drive for more than 3 weeks after the surgery. Got you. Do you have a local tack shop? There's a feed store that has some tack. They're actually the one who had a used saddle that if I didn't buy this, I would have bought that one. It was about $250, $300, and it was better shape than this one. Let's see, me AT, whatever that means. That is decent leather. Yeah, it is decent. You could tell it has some wear marks, little nicks and stuff, but it's, other than by the saddle horn, that nick in it, it's okay. It's just that's not what I was expecting to pay $200 for. I'll gladly pay $200 for this, but it's like that's not what I thought I was getting and was supposed to get. No, it's a nice Western roper saddle. It's pretty good. Worn in or whatever. What's up, Jerome? Not a much. We did a show and tell of the what do you call it? What do you call that thingy? The Nickle sale I did last night on live. I don't know if you were on there, Ralph. Did you hop on last night when I was doing the live? We did a show and tell of all the stuff I got, including the ammo haul that I got from the gun auction. They had ammo that was auctioned, guns that were auctioned, black powder that was auctioned, one airsoft 50 BMG. That was interesting. And then, black powders were auctioned off. And then they had dies. I bought some dies. Those were, you just would buy them. And then same with some gun cases, the soft stuff. Canella, I just brought you in. You're not going outside. I know it's not the one you paid for, but honestly, I wouldn't give you more than $190 for that. I'd go $200 if I didn't have the gouge. Yeah, so I paid $200 for it. So decent price then, right? I'd say. I'd say yeah, it's worth $200. Nope, I was out on the sled last night and today. Ooh, fun! So my brother in Pennsylvania, their neighbor across the road has a pond, and it was frozen over about 8 inches, except in one spot where the spring's a little bit coming up and it's thinner. So they went ice skating today on it after church. They came home. Maybe it was yesterday they went ice skating. I'm not sure, but that would be fun. That'd be fun. Canella, what are you doing? You were just outside. You don't need to go back outside. No. Yeah, I love ice skating. I did go, a few weeks ago, and I showed you guys there. We did it on, here in town. They set up a little rink in the park. They took it down now. But, those skates just hurt my feet. I think you saw the blister. It was horrible. Hurt so bad. Oh, Canella. Oh. But Canella's doing better, by the way. She has a really light limp yet. And I think it varies how much she runs around during the day or how she lays on it. Sometimes she seems perfectly fine. Other times she's limping away still. Lightly. Hey, doggy breath. Hey, doggy breath. Shows 4 people in the chat here. They hurt me too. Well, Ralph, they were these cheapy ones. You know those cheap rollerblades? That's like a plastic case and the boot slides in? That's what style these skates were. Instead of like a shoe on a blade, this is like a plastic cage with the insert. And those things just hurt my feet. My shin on top made marks, and then my right foot had a huge blister that big. Biggest blister I've ever had. I showed it on a short. Some people were like, ew. I was like, hey, this is what happened. I was telling you about it. I thought I'd show you guys. Some people have a stomach for stuff, some don't. And if they don't, well, they can just leave the chat, right? They can leave the live. Well, it wasn't a live. It was a short. Anyways, yeah. Oh, let's see, Dusty, what did he say? Yeah, more or less, you're right about its max value for its condition, so you didn't exactly get screwed. That's true. But if you decided to sell it, I wouldn't hold my breath on making more than your money back. Correct, yep. Oh, I was just going to push another questionnaire and it disappeared. Oh well. Because I just shut that one down. I was going to start another one. But it didn't let me. I was just about. I went forward to push the button and it disappeared. If you don't get the questionnaire soon enough, it'll disappear. But somewhere there's this place you can do it to do the poll. Hide live videos, stickers, effects picker, whatever that is. Mute, flip, lighting, close. The polls aren't on the bottom here anymore on mine. It's gone. It's been gone for like almost a month now on mine. And Vontae said he found out where they are when it's in this setup. And he said it takes a while to find out where it is. It didn't make any sense. But I can't even find mine anyways. And did you guys know they have auto-translate now? Automatic chat translation. Translate chat messages to your device language. It's pretty cool, I think. Block words, community default. Is it in there? No, I already looked in that. Whole potential inappropriate messages. Let's see here. Message delay, none, or I can slow them down. Oh, that's where the slow mode is. I needed that when I had 300-400 people in here at once. Participation mode. I have it on anyone, subscribers only, or live commentary. And then what's the other one? Live chat summary on and off. I don't know what that's for. Live chat on and off. I think I get that one. That's all there is. There's nothing else. I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that. Let me close that little window down. My old hockey skates were fine, but they were fitted to my feet. Oh, yeah, that's true. If you're a professional or mid, well, even if you got the money, obviously, you can get a custom made for your feet. That would be really nice. That would be really nice to get some custom made ones. But we don't have ice here. That's just something they do once a year for about a month and a half. They'll have in the park a skating rink set up. And it's so full and fairly small that unless there was less people on it, it'd be way nicer if it was bigger. Especially if there's less people. It'd be fine than the size it was if it was less people. But people start like going the wrong way when it says you're only supposed to go counterclockwise. And then they kind of just chill out in the moving lane instead of off to the side or into the center. And so you're constantly trying to weave in and out of people, between those people and people that are going slower that are learning. But played hockey in high school for 3 years. Awesome. I've never done much hockey. In Farmington, New Mexico, when my sister lived there, they had a pond in town that froze over, I don't know, about 8-10 inches. And we played a little bit of hockey in there twice. That's where I learned how to do skates, which to me wasn't too bad because I used rollerblades. I did at the time. And so I learned pretty much right away. And this last time I hadn't did skates in like 15 years and I hadn't did rollerblades in like 12. And it took a little getting used to, but it wasn't bad. I think my roommate's here. Let me shut that off. Only one did.
Which one?
Sure. This little thing here got TikTok.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. And I just opened all these up and was showing what I got because I didn't even know what I got. Like that box cost 5 cents. That box cost 5 cents. That one cost 5 cents.
Yeah.
Some of
Is
this
it
stuff
Garcelle
belongs
shit?
there. Oh, I went with. I went to that sale with Jesse's to Pierce Sunsites, and then we went to a gun auction before that. Cool. Yep. Anyways. All right, guys. My roommate came back. I was thinking he might be on his way back, but I wasn't sure. Get some saddle soap and a wool or cotton washcloth and give it a good scrub down. It'll be fine. Yep. He says, I'm back. Thought he might be on his way back because I think he had a couple pictures on the way over here, videos that were closer in than where he was. He's listening to something, I'm not sure what. Anywho, I probably won't have a super long live tonight. Maybe another 20, 30 minutes. We'll see. I might just make it to an hour and a half. I got stuff to do. Clean up that stuff in the living room and wash some dishes probably. Of course, I have some dishes that need washed. I was going to do them earlier, but I ended up being gone all day yesterday. I didn't think it was going to be quite that long, so I didn't get to them. Yep. Somebody, who's that? Someone just went live right now. Everything numbers. Oh, that's something else. Oops, someone made a comment on one of my shorts. They just said, all right, with a wink. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, I got a text from our family chat that says, we will pray. What happened? Oh, here's a prayer request. Oh, one of our friends is in ICU. That's had some health problems before in the past, one of our friends. They went to the ICU near where they live in Cali. I'll have to read up on that one later. Hey, what's up, Frizzle? Send that bag out to me, Jerome. You got my address. But for a deep clean like that one needs, go with a can of saddle soap, not the spray. Yeah, I've used saddle soap many a time on my boots. Not the ones I have now, but some that were fairly similar. And that really preserves the. I'm a firm believer in that stuff for that. I need to get some more, anyways. What's good, Frizzle? God's always good. What's that? Okay, what do you got? You got is that a revolver? You're pointing right at the camera? It's hard to see. That picture's so small, it's a teeny little dot. I think so. Frizzle? Is that what it is? Something like that. Yeah, guys, I just posted 2 shorts, one of my ammo haul and one of the MP5, and then a short about how I was going to have this live. Anyways, Frizzle says all the time. Yep, all the time. Amen, brother. Amen, my friend. Oh, yeah, I got to clean up the living room. Put it in a better pile so he's not tripping on it, because he's been sleeping in the living room for who knows how long instead of his bedroom. Don't ask me why. No, that's my first gun I bought when I was 21. It's a Taurus TH40. What's a TH40? I use the spray on for my boots, belts, and leather jackets, but my saddle and tack I put, we get the can soap. Yeah, the one that's like a little can this big and about that tall, it says saddle soap on it. At least that's what I used to use. Well, actually, the one I had was the bigger can, the big one. I had 2 of them because one I ran out, and it had a teeny bit in it yet. There we go. It turned on. How do I turn it on? It just figures itself out, I guess. Trying to decide if I want to try and fix my saddle myself or send it out. You know what works surprisingly well is that really old Milsurp boot daubing in the small green cans. Okay. Hammer fired. That thing's nice. Only $250. There you go. Yo, I used the big can. Yep. So you know what else works well for saddles? It says, or leather or boots. Here, I'll show you here shortly. Let me shut off the motion here. I'll get it for you. And it makes sense because of what it is. This stuff. Hornady Unique Case Lube. Watch what it says on here. A little goes a long way. Finger dip a small amount and rub it in on case to be resized. Experiment to get just the right amount. Maybe I'm reading the wrong spot. Oh, here he goes. Unique Case Lube is very thin and will not cause case shoulder dents like some conventional oil type lubes do. Easily wipes off. No need for solvents. And then the last one can also be used to preserve leather and waterproof shoes and boots. Interesting, huh? It's a natural non-petroleum paste lube. Kind of cool, huh? It's what loaders use on their work boots. Reloaders use this on their work boots for their leather and waterproofing their shoes and boots. What's up, Wild Chuck Huckleberry? How's he doing? Thank you for subscribing. As well as you became a member, didn't you? No, that was someone else. There was another person that looked similar to your badge, I believe so. But yeah, you recently became subscribed. I really appreciate that. Yes, I use the big can. Yep. Where can I find that stuff? This I got at my local cow ranch. I use it for reloading my dyes. Unique case lube. You probably get it off of Amazon or eBay. Unique case lube by Hornady. Grand Island NE. What is NE? Nebraska, probably, right? Yeah, I got it at my local cow ranch here in outskirts of Sierra Vista is where I live, but it's in Sierra Vista, Arizona. I live in southern Arizona. Case lube number 393299. 393299. If you want to look up the actual number. Unique case lube. Item number 393299. But yeah, I got it from Cow Ranch. It's like a farm store, kind of like. Let's see if I can figure out how to shut this off. It used to be do this. There it goes. Now, how did I turned it on earlier. Was it a little swirl I did with my hand? It probably says inside the thing what gestures to use to turn it on. I don't know if it's up and down, because last time I shut it off, I did this and it shut off. Turning on it just randomly. I don't know. I'm not sure how it works. How to turn it back on. Oh, I'm sure it says in the instructions, but guess what? I didn't read them, just like I didn't for some other stuff before. That's just how we are, right? We'll figure it out. Us guys, we'll figure it out. Like when I install lighting and fans, I rarely ever look at the instructions because I have done so many of them. Most of them are like within reason the same thing because I'm a handyman, so I do a lot of fan and light installs. They're pretty straightforward. Once in a while, you get some oddball one that's multiple pieces that are kind of complicated, and you're like, okay, how does this one work? How does this one get put together? And you're like, oh, well, let's read the instructions. We'll read the instructions this time. Yeah. Just once, twice. A former bull rider and grew up on a ranch, so there's very few products in the world I don't know about. I grew up actually working on a cattle ranch, a grass-fed beef here in Arizona from 2006 to 2010. For 4 years, I worked there. From when I was just under 16 till I was 20. Till I was 20. I worked as their meat wrapper because it was a grass-fed beef ranch, and we did a slaughter and a walk-in cooler, and we also had a walk-in freezer, which later on we put a second walk-in freezer. I started out wrapping meat, hamburger, cuts and everything. And then after that, I started as a ranch hand, and then I became ranch foreman for about a year or two. And then I moved and did some other stuff instead. But yeah, I worked at a ranch for 4 years, 4.5 years, cattle ranch. Missy says, that's cool. Thanks. Hey, how you doing? I forget what your actual name was. Because I usually just say Missy the Lab because that's your doggy there. Why'd you quit? I moved to start a different type of work. I worked on trimming trees for a professional arborist. Didn't get paid much, unfortunately. And then from there, I moved to California for a job near my brother. We ended up being neighbors later on, which was working on garages and sheds, as well as I did some welding for them. I made their custom-made horse barn stalls and gates and feeder holders, dog kennels, the custom welding for that. And then I moved back to Arizona just last year, 2024 of November, December. Back to Arizona, where I'm from. Yep. Be near mom and dad to help them out, and my grandmas. I've got 2 grandmas still living. So, yep. I did enjoy the working at the ranch. I would ride off and on. They had usually 1 or 2 horses there, and then a lot of cows. But the other ranch, which is actually near me, by Thatcher and Duncan and Morenci, there's some mines over there, big mines that are still in operation. That's where their open range ranch was, and then mine was where they'd fatten them up and keep them on grass for a few months, and then get them all acclimated, and then we'd slaughter them at the house there, the slaughterhouse. and put them in the walk-in cooler for a week or two, and then cut them all up and put them in the walk-in freezer and package them. Then we'd sell the meat at farmers markets, at different restaurants throughout Tucson and Phoenix. The farmers markets was at Phoenix and Tucson, Oro Valley. I used to deliver some of the meat to the Tucson ones off and on. And then when my boss was gone, I'd deliver it to the farmers market in Phoenix and drop off the trailer. And then from there, I'd go to my friend's place in Wickenburg, about an hour out, and then come back, and then pick up the trailer and head back. You worked the feedlot. No, I didn't work at a feedlot. I like your background. Oh, thank you. Yeah, those are my lever actions, as the sign says. They're not for sale. Got to put that on there for YouTube. They hate us. Yeah, those are my levers. I got a couple more too. They're just not on there. I helped my uncle work his ranch growing up. He raises horses, steers, and bulls. Nice. Which he sells to rodeo companies, contractors, and cattle auctions. Awesome. Have a 30-liter lever action. Love it. My 30-30 is not any on the rack. It's actually to my right here. It looks like a Marlin 336, but it's actually a Rossi Rio Grande. I bought it in 2012, 2013. And then I have a lever action 10-gauge shotgun right next to it from 1901, and it's model 1901 as well. What's up, Hudson? How's you doing? Appreciate you coming by, buddy. How has your day been? Sorry I didn't respond to you earlier. You said hello. Sorry, mate. Sorry. I did see you, but then I didn't remember you were there until you said what's up again, or hi, or whatever. Doing great? Awesome. Awesome. Oh, but yeah, I started the live out on my nickel sale that I did last night. And before that, I went to a gun auction yesterday. Got some ammo, but didn't purchase any firearms. And YouTube, remember, nothing's for sale. Right there. See that sign? Nothing's for sale. I just have to say that off and on when I'm talking about that type of stuff, and just point at it and tell them so they know. What's up, Heenan? How you doing, brother? Double tap them screen, guys. If you're new, please consider subscribing or becoming a member. It's only $1.99 a month. What's your favorite item you got yesterday? Of the nickel items? If I kept the typewriter and didn't give it to the lady, I probably would have said the typewriter, even though I wouldn't have kept it. But I would say maybe the laptop, which I won't be keeping. I'll sell it. The monitor is pretty good, but I don't need it either. There's some houseware stuff I'll keep, and then some other stuff I'll either give to yard sale or not a yard sale. I'll give to thrift store or something, and then sell the stuff that's of value. Let's see here. One famous rifle I'd love to hold in my hands, even if I don't get to take it home, would be President Lincoln Henry's rifle. President Lincoln had a Henry rifle. Wow. It's probably in his museum, right? Husband says, I heard you talking about how you worked at a ranch. My dad owns his own farm. You can search up Jim Sinkily Farms. Oh, let me screenshot that. Is it like a web thing, or is it on YouTube as well? All right, I'll screenshot that. Whoops, pushed the wrong button. Almost shut us off. There we go. Sweet. Let's see. Hey, could I be a mod again? A lot of people have been asking to be a mod again because they used to be. Unfortunately, because I am so slow with people coming in, I don't really need any right now. I still have like almost 30. You can search it up on Google. Okay. Every channel that I was a mod for, they took down their channels. Every channel that I was a mod for, they took down their channels. Okay. Interesting. No, I went through my mods for a couple reasons. One was some of them were too young, that I found out they were too young to be a mod. And then the other one was YouTube's algorithm sometimes messes with you if you have too many mods. And then I also went through my mods because since I'm not getting 150 to 400 people in here at once like I used to, I only need literally like 10 mods probably, even though I have about 30. But am I here quite often? Yeah, you are. How old do you have to be a mod? I believe YouTube's guidelines are to be in this type of chat is selected for not children, which in YouTube's eyes is 15 and younger. Um, so 16 is what they consider not a child, where you can do it live by yourself and don't have to worry about it. So I have it selected as not for children. But for mods, I prefer people to be 18. And so that I found out there was someone actually fairly young that was one of my mods, and they are not a mod anymore for sure. But yeah, I prefer my mods to be 18. Mm-hmm. Won't push anymore. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. No worries. It is all right, my friend. But yeah, if I get back to, like, right now it says only one person's in here, but that's a lie. But if I get back to like what I used to get, even 100 people at a time, or even 80, I might get one or two more mods. Because we do have a couple in here. We have creators in here. He's a mod, and AT, and we did have one other in here, but he left. That would have been Eastern. He was in here, and I'm not sure if Russell's in here still. He's a mod. Yeah, creators in here. See, we got at least one or two, and that's all we need when we have this little of people. Unfortunately, I'm just pretty depressed right now. My friend has cancer, and I have known him since birth. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, AT's still here. So yeah, we got two mods in here, which is fine when they say there's only two people in here, even though we know AT's in here, Hammond is in here, creators in here, and Hudson is in here. I'm gonna hang out with him a lot more just in case. That's good. That's a good friend. That's a good friend, Hanan. See, what do we got there? What's a doggy on there? I was trying to figure out what that was. Is that a Yorkshire, Hanan? And the wild huckleberry. I figured you were. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 or 7 of you in the chat, and it's only showing one person. YouTube, come on. There's like 6 people in here, and it shows only one person in here. I'll make sure to pray for him. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. Do you have a name? If you don't mind sharing, Hanan, I am a believer. I'm a man of faith, and I pray. Can you at least give us a first name? That way we can pray for this friend of yours. No, it is a Cavapoo and a Cockapoo. Oh, okay. For your doggy there. Okay, gotcha. Now it says 3 people is in here, but there's more than that. There is still more than 3 people. Oh, now it's back to 1. Guys, all the rest of you are ghosts. One of you is the real person. I got to write this down. Because eventually I need to... He's an online friend. Okay. I need to report this to YouTube because... and I need to write a timestamp. I'll say this is not the first time. You hear that, YouTube? This is not the first time this has happened. This has happened every single live. Other times it'll say 0 and there's 5 or 6 people chatting. You hear that, YouTube? Let me write this down. Timestamp. All right, so we got... It was timestamp about 1:19. We started talking about it, roughly 1 hour and 19 minutes. Anyways, and this is the... we'll figure that out later. Anyways, his name is Dylan. Is that how you pronounce it? Dylan? Also, I'm staying in the hospital with him for a couple of weeks. It looks like it'd be pronounced Dylan, like staying overnight in the hospital. Let's see, let me screenshot that. All right. Well, this pen's having problems, not writing the best. Dhiln. Is that pronounced Dylan? I think so. I've never seen it with an H in front like that. It's usually Dillin, or O-N, or I-N, or A-N, yeah. Still only showing one person in here. YouTube. Naughty YouTube. HE says, we will pray for health for him and strength for you. There we go. Awesome. Yep, you're right. Okay, Dylan. I wrote that down. You said he has cancer, huh? Has Cancer. All right, writing this down here. Thank you, Smith. Who's Smith? Oh, A.T. Smith, yeah. Yep. So now it's showing 3 people's in here, and I think there's more than 3, too. Russell must have left for a little bit. Unless you just didn't hear us talking about mods being in here. Anyways, we'll be on for maybe another 3-4 minutes, and then I'll call it a night. I got stuff I need to do tonight, so that'd be an hour and a half that we've been on. Yeah, I wish there was a way I could figure out how to turn the polls on. My buddy said he was going to tell me and send me a message, but he never did. Y'all pray for him. It's nice you're staying with him to take his mind off of it. Yeah, that is nice. That's what I was saying. Like, that means he's a good friend. Make sure to keep him laughing. It helped more than you know. Yep. Person probably fell asleep. Oh no, was that this evening? Well, he would have did it already. He said he had some street meetings to do, but that would have been late afternoon, evening. I don't think it's on now. Thought I got a chance to jump on a live tonight. There you go, Wild. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, I bought my Xbox and my PC for him to keep him. Oh, you brought it. There you go. There you go. Just kind of keep his mind off of that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Wild, I know you're new to the channel. We do more than just gun chat and just shooting the breeze. We do mine exploring, cave exploring. You probably checked out my channel. Hiking. I also have an outdoor channel, which I would put, but I can't because I can't get on a pole. I'd put it on a pole. That's my outdoor channel. That's strictly outdoor hiking. We might put a couple hunting stuff on there. It's only outdoor stuff. It doesn't have like it doesn't have any gun stuff on it really, other than maybe on a live. They're in the background, but we don't really talk about guns on there. What's up, Zero? Going to get screening tomorrow. Okay. What should I order for dinner? I don't know. The name of it, let me, I would have to write it backwards. Here, I'll write it out for you on my paper, and we'll switch the camera over. And you have to write it the same way because it's a small channel. Canella, stay off the couch if you're going on there. Maybe someone can put it in the chat too. Chili's. Oh, there you go. Worst bowling night of my life. Stayed 30 pins under average. Uh-oh. Canella, no. Stay down. Get down. I literally just put that up here. Get off the couch. Get off. You haven't been on there all weekend. Why are you also being naughty? Sorry, guys. Canella's being naughty. Yeah, Canella's my dog. She's a German Shepherd. She just keeps hopping on well, she did go on there one time this week. Well, this week just started, but last week. All right. I don't know if you can read this or not, but that's my other channel. Jerome's Outdoor Adventures, all lowercase, but the beginning, no spaces. Could one of my mods put that in for me? Creator AT, you still in here? I'm watching APD's Life on the Beat. I'm trying to find the episode my cousins are in. You have some cousins in it? One was a Bleep Squad and the other was an air shop. An air shop? Here she comes, Canella. Air support. Oh, got you. Yeah, can someone put that channel in there, please? One of my mods. At Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. I do have to go. Okay, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming in, buddy. The J's capitalized, no space. The O's capitalized, no space. The A's capitalized. Just subbed. I'll check it out. Thank you. Yeah, it's just all outdoor stuff. There we go. I appreciate it, creator. Thank you. No spaces. Right now, it's a small enough channel. It has to be typed in just like that. So do a screenshot maybe. Because I only have 138, 139 subscribers over there. Appreciate it, AT. Thank you. So it's not like big enough to be pushed back. I just subbed to your channel for outdoors. Appreciate it, Hudson. Thank you. Yeah. So like a lot of my hiking content I'll put on there. Some I'll still put on this one too. That's what the Ann Moore is all about. But that one definitely has more outdoor stuff on it of my last hike I did. With Skittles on it. And Canella doesn't go on hikes with me, but Skittles, the red healer, he's on a lot of those hiking trips and cave explorings and mine explorings and stuff. I still have part 4 to post on this channel of the Pepper Sauce Caverns, and then I need part 2 and part 3 and 4 over on that other one.
What do you want, Canella? Did you run out of water? Is your water bin empty? Does it need filled up? No.
Appreciate it, Hudson.
Oh, Canella. Canella.
She's the one who fell off the bed. And if she runs around too much and too much activity, she'll start limping again, which she did a little bit this afternoon when I came home from church. What's up, Adam? How's it going? It's doing pretty good, I think. 141. Oh, I got a couple more. Awesome. Sweet. That's the highest I've gotten so far. I think the highest before was 139. This channel, it's crazy. I had up to 7,753. In the last couple days, I lost like 20 subscribers. No idea why. You worked so hard for that. Now I'm lower than I was when they gave me a strike and throttled my channel extremely down. That was her nose right there. You subbed to it. Thank you, Hanan. Yeah, that was just her I was petting, and then she came in. Only 4 people in the chat. Yeah, it shows 2 now, which you can't go by that, unfortunately, even though YouTube goes by that for your algorithms. It's inaccurate. I have, like, I'm going to report it. Like, every single one has problems. Every single live is way less than it says. Like, we'll do a head count. We'll say, how many people are in here? Put a 1 in the chat. And there'll be like 5 or 6, and it'll show 1 or 0. It's like crazy. Now it shows 5. Who knows? Could I self-promote? What do you mean self-promote? Can you show us Canella? She is right there. She just came in the room. Canella. Yep. She's a German Shepherd. Let's see here. There she is. There's her nose. Canella, look. Canella, look. Can I self-promote my YouTube channel? Oh, you have one? I mean, I don't mind if you say something. I believe I'm subscribed to you. All right, long day tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Adams, thank you for stopping in, at least saying hi and giving us that thumbs up. Thank you. We're going to be off here. I guess I'm past my time I said I was going to stay for, so. Anyways, I was going to stay here for about an hour and a half. We've been in an hour and 33, so. But yeah, guys, I guess he has a channel, Hanan. Shout out to him. If you want to subscribe to his channel, I'm sure I am. I'm pretty sure. If he's a public channel, I more than likely am. Yeah, anyways, we are going to call it a night. Yeah, God bless you all. Thank you, Adams. Appreciate it. Thank you. So this is a shorter live, an hour and 33. It is HJS Fishing. There we go. Can you shout out my... Yeah, I just did. Canella, no. Canella, no. Sorry, Canella's trying to get on the couch again. Anyways, appreciate you all coming by, and you have a blessed night, blessed day, blessed rest of your life. Please check out our shorts we just did of our ammo haul and the MP5. Check it out, please. Give it a thumbs up if you could. It helps with the algorithms if you make a comment as well. Right now, algorithms are a lot off the thumbs up and the comments, which piles of people don't comment. So if you don't, it will not get pushed. So please consider commenting on those as well. And remember, you can never go wrong doing what's right, and through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. And we'll be praying for you, your friend Hanan, Mr. Dillon. Appreciate you for that request. Thank you all. Have a good one. Desert Armory More is out.